Alright, who's in the mood for some new albums? Some good, some not so good. Let's start out with the not so good. This is the soundtrack to the movie Carrie. There's the back. There's the front. Here's what the little discos look like. It's a double LP. Side A, side B. All right. What do I think of this thing that just showed up in the mail? It's so-so. The little opening theme where they're playing volleyball and the shower scene, that's played throughout the two discs. Unfortunately, they probably could have just did that thing once and then left it alone. This thing could have been one album. It really milks that opening scene music throughout the process of this soundtrack. Anyway, soundtrack to the movie Carrie. Really not worth what they're charging for it. But there is a strange comparison between this, Alice Cooper Love It to Death, and this thing. Get ready for it. Alice Cooper Love It to Death, gatefold imagery. Carrie soundtrack, gatefold imagery. I think there's a similarity there. Anyway, that was Carrie, soundtrack to the movie with Sissy Spacek. Here we go. This is Venom Possessed. And this thing is pretty good if you speed it up, which I did. I recorded this thing and listened to it on 40 RPMs, and it's pretty rockin'. Venom Possessed. Lyric sheet and all. Alright, now, if you're a fan of SSD Control and I guess the East Coast hardcore type thing that was going on 1980 through 1983, but you can't afford the records, fear not, because from Santa Ana, California, comes a band called Skullcrack, and I think they're just as good as those old hardcore East Coast bands. And they're much more affordable. This is Turn to Dust by Skullcrack. Again, Santa Ana, California. And here's the record jacket. And this band sounds a lot like those early East Coast bands. They're affordable. They even send you a little book of matches when you order the record, and some stickers. And some Black Sabbath type stickers. They give you a poster for the record. And like I said, Skullcrack, they're just as good as those bands. Lyric sheet. Here's some 7 inches of the band that I picked up at shows. Here's Bring Back the Guillotine by Skullcrack. They sent me a patch. They sent me a record label sticker. This is just the black vinyl. Don't need to see that. We've all seen enough black vinyl in our lives. Wait, there's another sticker. 2 Black Sabbath stickers. Anyway, Skullcrack, from Santa Ana, California, just as good as those East Coast hardcore bands that you spend a lot of money. Don't do it. Support this band. They're active, they're making records, and they sound great. Skull Crack. All right, let's get into the Cattle Decapitation. This is I guess a metal band that I made footage of from their stop here in Detroit. Man, I'm making a mess. All right, and here's the album they had for sale, and the only original member that's on this record, and I guess this is like their first or second one. He autographed it for me. This is on 31G Records from San Diego, California. There's the Gruesome Gatefold. And this is noise, grindcore, heavy metal, crazy, vegetarian wildness right here. And this thing's worth $10. If you see this thing for $10, the Homovore Cattle Decapitation record, it's all right. If you're into that crazy, I guess, gutter level heavy metal. Oh, and this is what the album looks like. And I bought this at the show. Here we go. Lyric sheet to the Cattle Decapitation. What's it called? Homovore. All right, here we go. This is New York New Wave with Wayne County and the Backstreet Boys, the John Collins Band, The Fast, Pure Ubu, Harry Toledo and Suicide, and Cherry Vanilla and her Staten Island Band. Compilation, late 70s bands doing shows around New York, and this thing is a must if you're a fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. These songs are very Rocky Horror Picture Show-esque, and they're great. I really like this album. Thanks, Vinyl Richie, for flashing this in one of your videos, because it made me seek it out, and I enjoy it. All right. Hey, let's get to the last record. This is a record I've shown before. This is the Amino Acids. But I didn't show you this record while it was autographed by the band at the show that I went to, which is, footage on the channel. And what they wrote on this thing is horrible. Never have. The Amino Acids autograph a record for you. Right here. I gave this record to the merch girl, and she said she'd pass it around between the band members and have it autographed. First autograph: eat a big bag of used fuck. Shit yourself, quit your job, Coach Ding Dong. Something about Detroit, USA. Anyway, this is my autographed Amino Acids record, autographed by the entire band, even the old, I guess, that thing that makes noise when you wave your hand around the antenna. Forgot the name of it, but anyway, even the dude that used to do that doesn't do it for the Amino Acids anymore, he was at the show and he autographed it. Maybe he's the one that wrote something bad on it. All right, and not tomorrow night, but the night after tomorrow night, I will be going to see the Spits on their last show of the tour in fabulous Detroit, Michigan. Get ready for footage from that. Hopefully they'll have some merch for sale. And then the very next night I will be going to see Surfboard And the band that will be opening up for them is one of the greatest bands that Detroit has to offer, and that is the Stools. So the Stools and Surfboard, just down from my house. So hopefully there'll be some merch from that I can show you here. Anyway, this thing is great, entertaining. This kinda isn't. And let's end this video on a positive note. Santa Ana, California. Bringing back the great times from the early 80s. All right, end of this video. Good night.